All right.
Hello.
I don't know how to start an interview.
Hi, I'm Liz.
Let me Google something.
Hi, I'm Beth.
Hey Siri, how do you start an interview?
I find this on the web.
Yo, what's up? We here at Starbucks.
I know.
I got my man bun.
I'm going to start it with black. I'm going to start the audio, right?
Okay.
I'm going to put in the audio of me saying, how do you start an interview? And then I'm just going to put, like, in white words on the black background, you know, real thin font, whatever the title of the video will be. So to start out, what belief system do you subscribe to?
I don't subscribe to a belief system. I grew up Christian, in a Christian family, and I was until I was like 22-ish, and then did a little bit of self-searching, went from that to maybe agnostic, and then now atheist. Just kind of drifted for a while, and now I just don't subscribe to any of the magazines, right? So, yeah.
The first question
Yeah.
I am supposed to ask you,
Yes.
remember to talk loud,
Yes.
is what is
Okay.
prime reality, or the really real? That is to say, if you took everything in the world and you got rid of it, what would be left?
So, love.
Love.
In our relationships with people, but in several run-throughs of this, you said no people.
Yes.
But then there would not be anything. I mean, right? So, but if there were people, love in our relationships and how we interact with each other, I think is what fuels everything. And of course, and little bits of, the primate in us that drives our sex and furthering the species and stuff like that. But the love in our relationship to other, I think, is, the polite way to say that.
What is the nature of external reality? What makes up everything around us? Every object and everything.
What makes this
Yes.
stuff? Atoms.
What is a human being?
Well, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know if a evolved ape is correct.
I think they say that we came from a common ancestor.
Yeah, common ancestor, sure. We are evolved from carbon-based life that happened billions and billions of years ago, probably. Again, I'm not a scientist. That's just, I fully believe in that being something that will change if the evidence ever comes up that it's different. So, but right now, sure, yeah, evolved life form of some sort that happens to be way evolved other than a lot of other life form. I mean, we have dolphins and dogs and pigs that are super smart too, but they don't invent cars and stuff like that. Use tools and stuff, but not cars, If you see a dolphin driving a Ferrari, let me know.
What happens to a person at death?
At death, nothing. Everyone's sad. But no, I mean, I don't believe that our consciousness goes on. I don't believe we're reincarnated. I don't believe any of that. Ghosts, again, something that I kind of drift back and forth on ghosts. They're scary on TV, but do I really think ghosts exist? Probably not. Nothing. I just, I think we're here for the beautiful time that we are here, and then we're not after, which is sad when you think about it. I don't know if this is appropriate to say, but I always am jealous of people who have the belief in religion, because it is comforting to have that, after we live, we'll go somewhere and we'll see our loved ones, we'll see our dogs, and we'll see I would love that. I would love that reassurance. I just don't believe it.
Why is it possible to know anything at all?
Why is it possible to know anything at all? Things are tangible. We are able to experience it ourselves. We're able to go to a place, we're able to experience life. So we're able to touch things, we're able to do experiments, get the same results. That's how we know things. Our brain was developed from whatever, a common ancestor, I guess, to learn from our mistakes and then learn from each other and have that community learning. And did I answer it right? I don't know. Or not right, but well enough? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, no pressure or anything, but my whole grade for this class depends on this interview.
Fantastic.
So,
don't grade me, grade him.
How do we know what is right and wrong?
We all have a sense of morality in us. It differs from person to person. I don't think that maybe anyone's is the same as another person. But we grow up in a community, whether it be our family. Oh yeah, she's done a lot. She's also a grand champion stunt dog. Yeah. It's okay, man.
What do you mean we already asked these questions and now we're doing it again because all the footage cut out? How do we know what is right and wrong?
Let's see, how would I have answered this about 15 minutes ago? How do we know what's right and wrong? That was the question? When we grow up in families, communities, schools, society in general, and we observe everything that happens. We have to make decisions of whether or not we want whatever comes of that, whatever consequence of those actions that either we perform or other people perform are desirable to what we would desire to happen to us. The golden rule, do unto others as you do unto yourself. Just cut out all the time I'm thinking, okay? Okay.
Well, that just lost like half the video.
Yeah, great.
Well, maybe it lost none of it.
Yeah, I don't think. Wait a minute. I feel that we all inside of us have some sort of core belief system, and not necessarily in a god or whatnot, but in what's right and wrong that is shaped by the people we're around and the things that we see.
It's like society influencing us.
Influencing, sure. I mean, everything influences. That Starbucks barista influenced me. She was super nice, and I'll be nicer to baristas in the future or whatever. I don't think that necessarily we are groomed to and conditioned to be a certain way. We have to make those decisions for ourselves. We have to decide what's right and wrong for ourselves. And sometimes that's given to us by our parents, by our schools, by our, don't go murder someone. That is bad. A lot of people say that. The Bible, our parents usually, I hope, society, maybe, questionable. But that's given to us as a wide, general, sweeping, don't do this. The little things maybe we have to decide for ourselves. Is it appropriate to tip 10%, 20%? And I think that has to do with a moral code that is shaped at a potter's wheel by you for the most part. The core of our moral code is what do I like what happened there? What do I not like what happened there? Do I want that to happen again? Am I repeating that same thing over and over again in hopes that I stay true to myself?
What is the meaning of human history? What is the purpose of everything we've done leading up to this point?
Okay, so the purpose of everything we've done leading up to this point, to learn from our mistakes, I think, basically. I think as a general sweeping generalization, generally, we're moving towards a better place. We're furthering society, we're furthering our technology, and we're furthering the way we interact with people. Our outlook on life, I think, is better. I think it's just to learn and do better.
And finally,
yes,
what personal, life-orienting core commitments are consistent with this worldview?
Ah, crap. I mean, I think that everybody everybody's a little sweeping. I said sweeping like 14 times now. I don't even own a broom. No, that's not true. But, I think, the main one is doing better. In my opinion, it's all about the relationships that you have with people. So making people happy, doing what you can for somebody who needs help, and making sure that when you leave this earth, however it be, you leave it in at least a slightly better condition than when you first got here. And that can be on a global scale. Starbucks started as a coffee shop in Seattle, or it could be on a small scale. I had an impression on you, and I taught you a lesson, or you even just think back happily on having me as a cousin, whatever it is, doing better. Accepting people for who they are, because I don't think that anyone can help how they feel inside. And I think that accepting people is probably top tier for me, because the more that somebody feels accepted, I think that the more that it helps them just be comfortable in their own skin, and how dare we take that away from somebody? It was good enough, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
I guess my grade will tell me.
Yeah. Please give him an A.